It's 3 months before my wedding and I don't know if I can go through with it. So I have been with my fiancé for 3.5 years, and culturally we are already married as he has paid a dowry for me. We're planning a big celebration in September, and as it draws nearer, I'm starting to really not like him. Backstory: my fiancé enjoys drinking from time to time, and sometimes he's not the nicest drunk. Somehow I always find a way to forgive him. 3 weeks ago, he came home drunk from a night out with colleagues and there was no food available for him, so he went on a rant about how he's calling off the wedding because I don't care about him, and I don't know how to take care of him. He said this the day before my grandmother's funeral. He eventually came to his senses and apologized, and as usual, I brushed it off. There have been multiple instances where he's drunk and rants about how I'm not warm woman and that I don't care about him, but last night took the cake. We went out with friends, and the plan was for me to get a bit tipsy cause I've been going through a lot. We recently learned that my mom is complete renal failure, and my dad has been in and out of the hospital. Anyway, we're having a great time and I get tipsy. I soon realize that he's getting drunk, so I stop drinking so I can take care of both of us. We eventually get home and I get him into bed. I take 2 strong painkillers so I can sleep, as I haven't slept in 3 nights. I made sure to give him a glass of water and everything he needs should he not feel well. The pills worked a bit too well apparently, cause it turns out he ended up throwing up in the bathroom and had to clean it up himself. I didn't hear anything until he came back into the bedroom, where he snapped at me saying he almost died and I didn't come help him. I inform him that I was sleeping and didn't hear anything, and he refuses to listen. Instead, he is telling me that I proved to him that I don't care about him cause I abandoned him in his time of need. I feel bad that I didn't hear him, but I was absolutely exhausted. I have always helped him whenever he got too drunk and threw up. I've always made sure to clean him up and get him into bed. I'm hurt and I'm angry because I am always being accused of not caring. I don't know how much more I can take. I can't speak about this to anyone in my life, so thanks for reading this far. Relevant comments. Zinging Cutie 45. Has he ever made sure you have water by your bed and food made when you come home drunk from a night out with colleagues? Has he cleaned up your puke? Made sure he's taking care of you even when he hasn't slept for 3 days? Maybe he is a cold man who doesn't know how to care for you and him. Maybe he keeps abandoning you. Maybe he doesn't love you. Maybe you should call off the wedding. See how crazy it sounds when you turn the question around? Leave this man and find a much, much better one. Actuator Sif 5. You deserve better. Don't marry him. TRVLLVR. Yep. I called off a September wedding at the end of June. It's never too late. If you feel it's wrong, don't go through with it and end up miserable. It'll be more difficult to leave. It's not your job to take care of and clean up after an angry drunk. He might not be now, but verbal abuse can escalate to physical. If you want to even try and see if things can change, you'd have to give the ultimatum, not a fan, but sometimes necessary, that he has to stop drinking altogether and do therapy. If he can't or won't do it, or you just don't want to deal with it any longer, very valid reason, then save yourself the hassle and heartache. Because as you/Actuator Sif 5 wrote, you deserve better. Legendary Chalice. If you had a friend that was marrying a guy like this, what would you say to her? Get out now. You are taking care of a drunk who is only looking for a new mommy to take care of him. You deserve better. Update, 2 years later. Update 2 years later, I married him and lived to regret it. Everything got worse after marriage: the drinking, the emotional and mental abuse, the physical intimidation, and oh my goodness, the cheating. Smiley face emoji, crying face emoji, all while I was going through heavy depression, all while going fertility treatments and having a miscarriage. I even got admitted into a psychiatric hospital. It's been such a crazy year. We are now officially divorced and we don't speak. It's weird. I've spent most of my 20s with this man and I'm trying to figure out what life without him is, and I'm failing dismally. Smiley face emoji, but I know I'll be okay eventually. Thanks guys, red heart emoji.